So if you remember about 2 months ago, I posted a video showing that June was incubating a nest. Well, that nest didn't get anywhere because Roche decided to fight her over it, one of our chocolate Orpingtons. And they kept fighting over it, and no one was incubating it properly. And then one of the eggs got smashed, and they abandoned everything. So, yeah, the nest didn't make it. But she tried again, and she had some success this time. No thanks to this woman. No, not you. This woman. June is the proud mama of this tiny 2-day-old fluff nugget. Good job, June. And this baby I just found is still alive but bleeding. I am going to get this in under a heat lamp, see what we can do. Okay, well that wasn't what I was expecting to find going in there. I saw that chick had pipped earlier, and it looks like something had pulled, the whole entire eggshell was missing. So something, one of the chickens, I don't know if it was June or one of the other ones, had completely pulled the eggshell out, and he's got, I say he, who knows, boy or girl. The chick has got what looks like an injury to the rectum, and it's still also trying, it might not be an injury, it could just be the egg yolk and that the egg was pulled off too quickly. So I've had this happen before with a gosling, and I was advised for the gosling to put it in a wet, put it in a teacup. I don't have a teacup small enough to fit in this thing, so I've got it in a ramekin with a wet paper towel. There was very little left to absorb of the egg sac that was hanging off, and so we'll just let it sit in there, fluff up, absorb that. The towel will help keep it moist. Conveniently, we already had this thing set for lockdown mode for these goose eggs. I think they're duds. They've been in lockdown mode for about 9 days now. We're giving them a couple extra days, but something tells me that they're all duds. Geese are much, much harder to hatch than chickens, so it's something that we're still learning to do. We've successfully hatched 3, but those were from an abandoned nest. Once 5 of the babies hatched, the geese abandoned all the other ones. So we threw the eggs that they abandoned in, and we got 3 out of 7 to hatch, I think. So that was pretty good, but they were just about there with their mom anyway. So we didn't have to do too much. I think I'm going to run the risk and move an egg and get it so the baby's not in the center right there under where the fan mechanism is. I'm very afraid of opening this and moving the eggs, because last time when I moved the eggs to the trash can, as soon as I put them in, and I shut the lid, one of them exploded, and a goose egg blowing up in a trash can when it's closed sounds a lot like a small caliber gun going off. I thought I'd been shot. So, wish me luck. Okay, I did it. I moved it. It's probably pretty pathetic, but that had me freaked out that one of those eggs was gonna blow up. I was quite intimidated by just moving that an inch, but I did it. You should be proud of me. I'm very proud of me. Oh. Anyways, I got the bedding pulled off the chick that was away from where the egg sac is, the stuff that was up on its shoulders. Yeah, it looked like there was a lot more blood on it, but it's just because it had rolled around in the bedding. So the stuff that's connected to the egg sac, I'm just leaving on. Hopefully it's going to stay moist. We'll check on it, and yeah, this was not where I was expecting this video to go. Well, she and her healthy child were running around on the floor, and she was nested into the dirt like she was gonna just stay there for the night. So I kidnapped her child, put it back in the box with the eggs, set some feed in there for them, and they've got a waterer just outside of it, you can kind of see on the screen. And hopefully maybe some more of the eggs will hatch and not get beaten. I don't know if they were down on the ground. They had a feeder up here and it was knocked down, so I just put the food straight into the box. And then I put a decoy food on the ground. You can hear all the other ladies eating and going after. So hopefully Mama will stay if she's got food and water right here, and we won't have any more injured babies. We'll see what happens. We're looking pretty good in there. It's been about 4 hours. We'll check it one more time before we go to bed tonight. The geese have a lot to say right outside that door. Yeah, see how you're doing in a few hours. See how much you've absorbed in, if we can put you down, if you need to stay in the cup longer. You're looking good. So there was no injury on the vent. It was just egg sac sucking in. It's trying to get its legs figured out, but it's looking really well. So we've got it in here just fluffing up. I think the plan is we'll try to give it back to Mama tomorrow. But we're gonna go to bed and we will see how you do in the morning, cuteness. It's such a tiny, sweet baby. This woman is only interested in having one child, which is what happened when she had a nest last year. She had just feral baby. She wants to repeat the process. She ditched all those eggs again. She's happy with just one. Which means this little guy right here needs some friends. He made it through the night. It's about 4 o'clock the next afternoon. And I don't think Tractor Supply has any babies right now, so we'll probably have to drive into Rural King. Excuse the beautiful hair. Today was a medical appointment day, and they get a little frantic, a little hectic. Kids don't really like the specialists, so yeah. But yeah, so time to go get some more chickens. David ended up going picking up 2 blue-laced Wyandottes, and I don't remember what anybody else is, but it's been 5 days, and June's little one is right there in the middle with the white head falling asleep. They're all doing fantastic together. Super happy, all bonded, looking great. So yay! And June and her baby are doing great in the yard. I'm very happy that abandoned baby's pulling through. It's much smaller than everyone else, but that's okay. You're doing well. And I tried to hatch the other eggs in the incubator, but it was too late for them. And those goose eggs in there did not hatch either. But goose eggs are still something that we're learning. And the chicken eggs, I didn't think that they would make it, honestly. So it was worth a shot. Are you falling asleep, friend? You looking for snuggles? You're very cute. Very, very cute. Yeah, you, tiny little man. Girl. Whoever. You're adorable.